When thinking about your childhood, you'll probably remember times of great curiosity and fearlessness, where nothing seemed impossible and where there were no limits to what you believed you could accomplish. Fast forward into adulthood, and my guess is you're more likely following a set of rules that determine what you can or can't say, what you should or shouldn't do, and how you ought to be. And these rules may have become limiting beliefs which shape how you're navigating life. Now, there are clearly benefits to having rules and boundaries for your own well-being and for the good of society. But what's important is recognizing where some of the rules you've adopted and the beliefs you've developed may be limiting your ability to achieve your best. So in this video, I'm going to share 4 steps to checking where your beliefs may be impacting your ability to live a meaningful life and how you can develop healthier and more empowering ones. So if that sounds good, let's dive in. Hi, I'm Nick and I'm a husband, dad, pops, registered counselor and certified coach with tons of experience of helping busy professionals improve mindset, well-being and performance. And on this channel, I share tips, practical tools and ideas designed to help you succeed in life. So if you're committed to your ongoing personal development, you're definitely in the right place. So take a second to subscribe and click on the bell icon so you can be notified of all future videos. Also, if as part of your personal growth you'd like to get more clarity about how you want your life to look in the next few years, then be sure to download my free 5-step guide to creating your ideal future. I'll put a link to it in the description. So let's start by thinking about what limiting beliefs are. So if you've ever said something like, I'm too old, or I'm too young to do X, or I don't have enough time, or I'm not good with money, or even I'm not good enough, then the chances are you've been holding on to and communicating examples of limiting beliefs. Because a limiting belief is any story you tell yourself that has the potential to hold you back. They come in different forms and can affect you regardless of your age, experience, or background. They're assumptions you make about the world, other people, and sometimes, and hardest of all, yourself. If left unnoticed and unchallenged, your limiting beliefs have the potential to limit your progress, and this is why it's important to address them. So what causes limiting beliefs? Well, the chances are some of your limiting beliefs will have come from your past failures or setbacks, and this is because you naturally draw conclusions from the experiences you go through. For example, if you failed a maths exam in the past, you might conclude you're not good at maths, or if a previous partner mistreated you, you might conclude that you don't deserve love and respect. Other beliefs you might hold have been influenced by things like the music you listen to, the programs you watch, and even who you follow on social media. And let's not forget significant influences like your friends, family, and education. But wherever your beliefs are, however you've developed them, or how much they've negatively affected your progress, the encouraging news is that you don't need to go through life being limited by them anymore. You can do something about it. So that said, let's move on and look at steps to overcoming your limiting beliefs and feeling more empowered to achieve in life. The first step to overcoming your limiting beliefs is to get familiar with them. In other words, being clear on what your beliefs are is key to being able to 1, see whether they're helpful or not, and 2, start in the process of changing them. You see, if you're unsure where to start, one of the ways you could identify your beliefs is to consider anything you feel strongly about and that has a direct impact on your day-to-day decisions. A little tip to remember here is that if your belief is quite black and white, for example, you might believe that you're always late or you'll never be able to start your own business, then there's a good chance it's a limiting belief. So once listed, it can also help to kind of put them into categories. For example, you might put them into categories of, I don't know, finances, relationships, health, or family, because just seeing them in different categories could help you recognize where they're affecting different areas of your life. Once you've made your list, the second step to overcoming your limiting beliefs is to challenge them. Now, at the core of this second step is answering 2 simple questions. 1, is this true? And 2, is this helpful? This step can prove to be really insightful and challenging at the same time, because what you might find is that much of what you believe about the world, others, and yourself are based on assumptions. And this can be challenging, as it's not always easy to accept that the way you've approached life and the decisions you've made have been shaped by the conclusions you've come to following past experiences and events. For example, though it could be insightful to know that your experience of formal education wasn't a positive one, it can be challenging to come to terms with the fact that you've avoided educational opportunities as a result. Or if you were to go even deeper, it might be uncomfortable to acknowledge that where a previous experience of feeling humiliated in a classroom has led to you believing that making mistakes results in being laughed at or shamed by others. So in this example, is it true that making mistakes leads to being shamed by others? Well, it's not entirely true, because it's not everyone or every educational environment where that kind of behavior would be acceptable. And secondly, how helpful is believing that it does? Well, again, it wouldn't be helpful because it could result in you avoiding settings, not just educational ones, where you might believe there's a possibility of having your contribution laughed at. This being the case, your limiting belief could be causing you to miss out on a great number of opportunities both to learn from others and to contribute to the lives of others too. So in challenging your belief, what you're doing is questioning whether it's holding you back or moving you forward, or if it's draining or energizing. Either way, what's important with this second step is that you answer as honestly and objectively as you can. Okay, after communicating your beliefs and challenging them, the third step to overcoming your limiting beliefs is to change them. And this is where things get quite exciting and you can feel a real sense of personal empowerment. Now, the first thing to consider after having questioned your belief is to decide whether or not it's worth keeping. So if it's untrue and unhelpful, you could decide to simply ditch it because you know it has no value or benefit to you whatsoever. However, if there's a degree of truth in it, which there often can be, you have the option of changing or reframing it to something that will be more helpful to you. A personal example which you might even be able to relate to could be moving from "I don't have time to get all this work done" to "I might be stretched for time, but I can outsource or delegate tasks to free up more space in my diary." Okay, before I share the last step for overcoming your limiting beliefs, let me know if you're finding this video helpful by clicking the like button. Your click lets YouTube know I'm offering value, so do me a favor and click the like button now. Thank you very much. So having done all the hard work of identifying, challenging, and then revising your belief, the next step is to intentionally cultivate and nurture your new belief until it becomes your default belief. Now, this is a really, really important step because what you might find is that it's not that easy to adjust. In fact, you might find yourself slipping back into your old beliefs fairly quickly. And this would be normal, as they'll probably be deeply ingrained. So just as identifying and communicating your belief was a vital first step, this last step is equally important because it's at this stage where things start to pay off with time, practice, and patience. And the most simple and effective way to approach this last step is to take action. Yes, the best way to remain free from limiting beliefs and feel empowered to see change is to put into action things that support your new and revised belief. For example, if your limiting belief stopped you from speaking in public, then you might benefit from 1, learning some basic speaking skills, 2, identifying speaking opportunities, and then 3, doing a short presentation. With this example, by taking action and stepping out of your comfort zone, you'll be creating an opportunity to reinforce your new belief with evidence of it being true. Okay, there you have it. 4 steps to overcoming your limiting beliefs and feeling more empowered. Here's a quick recap. 1, communicate your belief, as in speaking it out, you get clear on what it is. 2, challenge your belief, because looking at it objectively can help you see its impact. 3, change your belief, because you want to be sure your beliefs are supporting your best interests. And 4, cultivate your new belief, as it's only as you put your new belief into practice through tangible actions that it will start to become your new normal. We've reached the end, and I have a question for you. How clear are you about your limiting beliefs and how they're affecting your day-to-day decisions? As you know, I love to hear from you, so please leave your thoughts, questions, or responses in the comments. Also, if you found this video helpful and you'd like to support my channel, please like and share, and don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell icon to be notified of future videos. Thanks so much for watching. Rooting for you. Be well.